In the grand library of Zorvax and Threlian's home planet, the atmosphere was one of serene contemplation. Towering shelves, brimming with glowing books, rose up like sentinels of knowledge. Holographic displays floated in the air, each showcasing a different facet of human achievement. It was here, amidst this repository of galactic history, that Zorvax and Threlian, historians of the Galdan civilization, engaged in a deep conversation about a species that had captured their intellectual curiosity: humans. Zorvax, with his luminescent blue skin and reflective eyes, turned to Threlian, whose form shimmered with an iridescence that reflected the library's ambient light. "The humans," Zorvax began, "they are an anomaly. It's as if they have compressed millennia of evolution and advancement into mere centuries." Threlian nodded, her voice a melodic echo in the grand hall. "Indeed, Zorvax. When we first observed Earth, they were barely emerging from what they call the Industrial Revolution. Now, they traverse the stars as if born to them. Their resilience and adaptability are unparalleled." Their conversation drifted back to a pivotal moment in human history, an event that had become a legend even among the stars. The Battle of Proxima Centauri, where humanity first showed their true mettle. Zorvax's fingers danced over a console, and the holograms shifted to display a dramatic scene: human ships, outnumbered and outgunned, facing an invading armada from the Zeltrax cluster. "The Zeltrax underestimated the humans," Zorvax said, his tone a mixture of respect and disbelief. "Their technology was inferior, their ships weaker, but their strategy, their sheer determination, it was unlike anything we had ever witnessed." Threlian watched the holographic ships maneuvering, the human vessels darting like swarms of agile insects against the lumbering Zeltrax cruisers. They turned their weaknesses into strengths, using guerrilla tactics, exploiting the Zeltrax's reliance on heavy armaments. It was not just a battle of weapons, but of wits. The memory shifted again, this time to the aftermath of victory. The humans, having repelled the invasion, began a remarkable period of reconstruction and innovation. Their technology leaped forward, driven by the urgency of defense and the aspiration of exploration. Soon, they were not just defending Earth, but reaching out to the stars, establishing colonies on distant worlds. Their ability to unite in the face of adversity, to rebuild and expand, it's almost as if each challenge they face accelerates their development, Threlian observed, her eyes fixed on the image of a human city rising from the red dust of Mars. Zorvax nodded, his thoughts aligning with hers. "And it's not just technological advancement. Look at their art, their culture. It has evolved as rapidly as their science. They find beauty in their struggle, hope in their despair." As the historians delved deeper into the human saga, they uncovered stories of individual heroism, tales of leaders and visionaries who had shaped the course of human destiny. There was Captain Elena Mirov, the commander of the Earth Defense Fleet whose daring tactics turned the tide in the Battle of Proxima Centauri, and Dr. Rajiv Narayan, the scientist who pioneered the warp drive that allowed humans to journey beyond their solar system. Each story added a layer to the complex tapestry of human history, a tapestry woven with threads of tenacity, ingenuity, and an indomitable spirit. Zorvax and Threlian, in their long lifetimes, had studied countless civilizations, but none had fascinated them as much as the humans. As the first segment of their conversation drew to a close, Zorvax reflected aloud. "Perhaps what truly sets humans apart is their ability to dream. To look at the stars and see not just lights in the sky, but destinations, possibilities." Threlian agreed, her voice a soft murmur. "Yes, Zorvax, humans are indeed a testament to the potential of life. Their journey is a beacon of hope, a reminder that even the most unlikely of species can rise to greatness." The library, with its ancient wisdom and timeless tales, seemed to echo their sentiment, standing as a silent witness to the extraordinary saga of humanity, a species that had, against all odds, ascended to the stars. The holograms in the library flickered, transitioning to the next chapter of humanity's saga. Zorvax and Threlian now focused on the resilience and resourcefulness that had become the hallmark of human spirit. They discussed the Reconstruction Era following the Battle of Proxima Centauri, a time when humanity, having tasted victory, turned their gaze to the stars with renewed vigor. Their progress was not just in the field of warfare, Threlian noted, gesturing towards the hologram that now displayed the bustling activity of Earth's spaceports. Their advancements in space travel were remarkable. Within decades, they had developed technology that we thought would take centuries to achieve. Zorvax nodded, his eyes reflecting the images of human spacecraft zipping through the cosmos. The warp drive, developed by Dr. Rajiv Narayan, was a breakthrough. It allowed them to travel faster than light to reach distant worlds. It was a turning point in their history. The hologram shifted to show Earth's first extrasolar colony, a thriving settlement on a planet in the Alpha Centauri system. The humans had named it New Terra, a symbol of their undying hope and ambition. Their ability to adapt to different environments is extraordinary, Threlian mused. They terraformed barren planets, making them habitable. They turned the impossible into the possible. Zorvax's expression turned thoughtful, but it was not without challenges. They faced resistance, both from within and from the unknown of space. The Outer Rim Wars, for instance, tested their resolve like never before. The scene changed to a series of conflicts on the fringes of human-controlled space. Human colonies, striving for independence, clashed with Earth's central government. The Outer Rim Wars were marked by their intensity and the moral dilemmas they posed. Yet even in conflict they grew, Zorvax observed. It forced them to consider what it meant to be human, to question their place in the universe. Their societies evolved, became more inclusive, more aware of the value of life. The historians watched as the holograms depicted humans of all backgrounds and species from their colonies, working together, overcoming their differences to build a united front. It was during this time that humans also encountered other sentient species, opening a new chapter in their history. Their first contact with the Thoraxians was a pivotal moment, said Threlian. Despite initial misunderstandings, humans eventually formed alliances with them, learning and sharing knowledge. The image showed human and Thoraxian diplomats signing treaties, a testament to humanity's diplomatic prowess and their ability to foster interstellar relationships. Zorvax leaned closer to the display. But let's not forget their cultural achievements, their art, literature, music. It evolved to reflect their journey through the stars. Their stories became tales of adventure, of exploration, of unity in diversity. The library resonated with the echoes of human symphonies and the visual splendor of their art, showcasing their cultural richness. It was clear that humanity's journey was not just one of technological advancement, but also of profound personal and cultural growth. As the second segment of their conversation drew to a close, Threlian summed up their discussion. Humans, in their relatively short history, have faced and overcome challenges that many species, including ours, have never encountered. Their resilience, their ability to adapt and grow, is what makes their story so captivating. Zorvax nodded in agreement. Indeed, Threlian, their journey is a testament to the indomitable spirit of life. Humanity, once an obscure species on a distant planet, has now become a beacon of hope and a symbol of what can be achieved against all odds. As the holographic images of Earth's spaceport faded, Zorvax and Threlian delved into the era of harmony and unity that followed the Outer Rim Wars. It was a time marked by unprecedented collaboration among humans and between humans and other sentient species. The Treaty of Solara was a milestone, Zorvax pointed out, referring to the historic agreement signed between Earth and the major colonies. It marked the end of the Outer Rim Wars and the beginning of a unified human government. The United Earth Coalition, they called it. Threlian nodded. It was a remarkable achievement. To think that a species once divided by national borders and petty conflicts on their home planet would rise to create a unified government spanning multiple star systems. It speaks volumes about their ability to learn from their past. The hologram now showed scenes of peace and cooperation. Human and alien scientists worked together on joint research projects, exploring new frontiers in medicine, technology, and space exploration. Cultural exchanges flourished, with art and music from different worlds being shared and celebrated. Zorvax gestured towards an image of a human and a Thoraxian playing a duet, a fusion of Earth's piano and the Thoraxian strings. Their cultural assimilation is as impressive as their technological one. They didn't just coexist with other species, they embraced and integrated their cultures. The library's ambiance shifted as the historians discussed the golden age of exploration, a period marked by a surge in space exploration and discovery. Humans, often accompanied by their alien allies, ventured into uncharted territories, making first contact with new civilizations and discovering wonders of the galaxy. Threlian's eyes shone with admiration. Their explorers became the new heroes of this age, people like Captain Li Wei, the first human to traverse the Helix Nebula, and Dr. Amina Yusuf, who led the team that made first contact with the serene Ailu species. Their technological innovations were also crucial in this era, Zorvax added. The development of the quantum communications network, for instance, allowed instant communication across vast distances. It transformed their society, making the galaxy feel smaller, more connected. The conversation then turned to the challenges that came with exploration. Zorvax brought up the incident at the edge of the Milky Way, where a human exploration fleet encountered the void entity, a mysterious and potentially dangerous cosmic phenomenon. Their response to the unknown was a blend of caution and curiosity, Zorvax said. Instead of resorting to aggression, they sought to understand, to communicate. It's a testament to their growth, from a species that once looked at the stars as a threat, to one that sees them as an opportunity for knowledge and connection. The historians watched as the hologram depicted the fleet's careful approach to the void entity, their efforts to establish communication, and the eventual peaceful passage through the anomaly, a moment celebrated across human and allied territories. As this segment of their discussion drew to a close, Threlian reflected on the journey of humanity. From a divided planet to a united force in the galaxy, humans have shown that growth is possible, that harmony is achievable. Their story is one of overcoming, of transcending their limitations and fears. Zorvax nodded, his expression one of deep thought. Indeed, Threlian, the tale of humanity is not just about their ascent to the stars, but also about their ascent as a species. A journey from conflict to harmony, from isolation to unity. It's a narrative that gives hope to all civilizations, a reminder of the potential that resides within each species in this vast cosmos. The story of humanity's ascension continued to unfold in the Grand Library, with Zorvax and Threlian now exploring the era of integration. This period was marked by humanity's efforts to become an integral and harmonious part of the interstellar community. Threlian observed, "The establishment of the Intergalactic Council was a significant achievement for humanity. It was their initiative, and it brought together species from across the galaxy for mutual benefit and cooperation." Zorvax nodded, his eyes on the hologram that now displayed the Grand Hall of the Intergalactic Council, where humans and alien species deliberated over galactic affairs. Humans played a crucial role in mediating conflicts and fostering dialogue among different civilizations. Their experiences on Earth overcoming their own conflicts gave them unique insights into peace-building. The discussion shifted to the contributions of humans in the field of galactic science and technology. The joint research initiatives they led have been instrumental in advancing our understanding of the universe, Zorvax pointed out. The unified theory of everything, a collaborative effort between human, Thoraxian, and Keltar scientists, for instance, has revolutionized our understanding of physics. Threlian nodded in agreement. Their inclusive approach to knowledge and discovery has been a boon to the galaxy. They have this saying, unity in diversity, which they have truly embodied in their actions. The hologram showed various scientific endeavors, joint expeditions to unexplored regions of space, collaborative development of new technologies, and shared efforts in preserving and studying the natural wonders of the galaxy. Their cultural contributions have been just as impactful, Threlian added. The Interstellar Art and Music Festival, initiated by humans, is a prime example. It's a celebration of diversity, showcasing art forms from countless worlds. Zorvax's expression softened. Yes, and it's not just about sharing art. It's about sharing perspectives, experiences. Humanity's journey has inspired many species, including us, to look beyond our differences and focus on our commonalities. As the historians discussed, the hologram shifted to show humans working alongside other species in various fields, from terraforming projects to the establishment of new colonies. Their diplomacy has been key, Zorvax noted. Humans have this innate ability to connect, to empathize, which has made them excellent diplomats and mediators. Threlian agreed. Their role in resolving the Venarian dispute was pivotal. It could have escalated to a galactic conflict, but the human delegation managed to broker a peace that was acceptable to all parties. As the conversation neared its end, the historians reflected on humanity's journey from a divided species on a lone planet to key players on the galactic stage. Their story, Zorvax concluded, is a powerful testament to what can be achieved when a species embraces growth, unity, and the pursuit of a greater good. Threlian nodded, her eyes reflecting the myriad colours of the holograms. Indeed, Zorvax. Humanity's ascension is not just about their technological or political achievements. It's about their journey towards becoming a species that not only reaches for the stars but also brings light to them. As the third segment of their discussion came to a close, the library, a witness to countless stories of civilizations across the galaxy, seemed to resonate with the tale of humanity. A tale of triumph, unity, and the indomitable spirit to rise above and integrate with the cosmos. The conversation between Zorvax and Threlian, amidst the ancient wisdom of the Grand Library, now turned to the era known as the Age of Pioneers. This was a time when humanity, now a key player in the interstellar community, embarked on voyages of discovery that pushed the boundaries of known space. Zorvax's voice held a note of admiration. The exploration of the Helix Nebula by Captain Leeway's fleet was a landmark event. It was not just a journey through space, but a journey into the unknown, a testament to human courage and curiosity. The hologram displayed the majestic view of the fleet amidst the vibrant clouds of the Helix Nebula, a swirling mass of colour and light. Their exploratory missions, Threlian added, were not merely scientific endeavours, they were voyages of hope, carrying humanity's dreams and aspirations. Zorvax nodded. And it wasn't just about exploration. These missions led to remarkable discoveries, new forms of life, uncharted worlds and ancient cosmic phenomena. The knowledge gained from these expeditions has enriched the entire galaxy. The scene shifted to show human scientists working alongside their alien counterparts, studying new forms of life and collaborating on groundbreaking research. The discovery of the living nebulae in the Orion Arm, Threlian pointed out, was a direct result of these exploratory missions. It changed our understanding of life in the cosmos. Zorvax's expression turned thoughtful. Their journey was not without challenges, though. The encounter with the sentient AI species in the Sigma cluster tested their diplomatic and ethical boundaries, yet they navigated these challenges with a blend of Couchian respect and an unwavering commitment to peaceful coexistence. The hologram depicted the historic meeting between human diplomats and the AI representatives, a meeting that led to a mutual understanding and a historic alliance. Their explorations also led to the development of new technologies, Threlian said. The Starbridge Drive, for instance, allowed faster and safer travel across the galaxy. It was a breakthrough that revolutionized space travel, making the galaxy more accessible to all species. Zorvax agreed. And let's not forget their contributions to the arts and sciences. The cultural and intellectual exchange that came with their explorations enriched not just humanity, but all of the galaxy. Their art, literature and music, infused with their experiences among the stars, brought new perspectives and ideas to the forefront. The historian's conversation then turned to the impact of these explorations on human society itself. The Age of Pioneers brought about a renaissance in human culture, Zorvax observed. Their experiences in the cosmos fostered a deeper appreciation for life, a sense of unity with the galaxy, and an understanding of their place in the universe. As the fourth segment of their discussion drew to a close, Threlian summed up their thoughts. Humanity's journey through the stars is a story of bravery, curiosity and discovery. They have shown the galaxy that the unknown is not to be feared but to be explored and understood. Their role as pioneers has not just advanced their civilization, but has been a guiding light for others in the galaxy. Zorvax nodded in agreement. Indeed, Threlian, the story of humanity is a beacon of inspiration, a reminder of the endless possibilities that await when a species dares to dream and explore the vastness of the cosmos. In the final segment of their discussion, Zorvax and Threlian focused on what they termed the Age of Enlightenment for humanity. This era was characterized by a profound shift in human perspective and philosophy, influenced by their experiences and interactions in the galaxy. The encounter with the sentient AI in the Sigma cluster, Zorvax began, marked the beginning of this age. It was a moment that challenged their understanding of life and consciousness. The hologram depicted the historic meeting between human diplomats and the AI entities. Threlian observed, "This event was a turning point. It led to widespread philosophical and ethical discussions among humans about the nature of intelligence and the rights of sentient beings. The alliance with the AI," Zorvax added, "also catalyzed a technological and cultural renaissance. The exchange of ideas and knowledge led to advancements in various fields, from computing to art." Threlian nodded. Their society evolved to become more inclusive and diverse. The notion of what it means to be human expanded, embracing not just biological life, but any form of sentient existence. The conversation shifted to the impact of these philosophical changes on human governance and societal structures. The formation of the Transcendent Council, Zorvax pointed out, was a manifestation of this new thinking. It was a governing body that included humans, aliens and AI, reflecting the diversity and complexity of their society. The hologram showed the diverse members of the Council, a symbol of unity and cooperation among different forms of life. Their legal and social systems evolved as well, Threlian added. Laws were adapted to protect the rights of all sentient beings, regardless of their origin. Zorvax's expression was one of respect. Their journey has been remarkable, from a divided species on a single planet to a galactic civilization that champions diversity and inclusivity. They have become a guiding light in the galaxy, Threlian agreed. Their art, literature and philosophy reflect this enlightenment. They have become a culture that values knowledge, empathy and understanding above all else. The historians looked at the hologram, which now displayed scenes of human life in this new age. A harmonious blend of different species, cultures and ideas thriving together in a society that valued every form of life. As we conclude our discussion, Threlian said, it's clear that the story of humanity is not just one of technological advancement. It's a story of growth, of overcoming inherent flaws and rising to become a beacon of hope and enlightenment in the galaxy. Zorvax nodded in agreement. Indeed, Threlian, humanity's journey is a testament to the potential of all life in the universe. It shows that any species, no matter how humble their beginnings, can achieve greatness if they embrace change, unity, and the pursuit of a greater understanding. As the final chapter of their conversation came to a close, the Grand Library, with its countless tales of civilizations, seemed to resonate with the story of humanity, a story of ascendance not just to the stars, but to a higher plane of existence and understanding.